Have you heard that Altenew has a brand new Stampwheel 2.0 available now? Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel and I'm super excited about this new stamp wheel. If you've never heard of the stamp wheel at all, it is a tool that makes stamping a dream. If you dread stamping because you always need to double stamp and you don't want to mess up your stamping, the stamp wheel is an amazing tool for you. But there are some new additions to the Stampwheel 2.0 that make it extra special. This video is part of a video hop celebrating the release of the Stampwheel 2.0, so be sure to look in the video description box under this to see how to enter to win. So let's dive in and look at the differences between the original Stampwheel and the new Stampwheel 2.0. To start off, the Stampwheel 2.0 comes in this gorgeous box. This would make a great holiday gift for a crafty friend or for yourself. Now, the stamp wheel, of course, comes with a sticky mat, a clear plate, and what they call the stage, which is that base platform. Now, this base platform or stage on the 2.0 is 10.5 by 10.5, and I'll show you a little bit later in the video how it compares to the original stamp wheel. On the bottom are some silicone feet that will keep the stamp wheel in place on your work surface without ruining your work surface. If they get dusty or glitter on them or anything like that, just clean them off with a cloth and some water. Don't forget that you need to peel off plastic off of one side of your stamp wheel's rotational plate. If it looks cloudy like this, that means that piece of plastic has not been peeled off yet. Your plate should be crystal clear except for the lines that are on it that show you where you can place your stamps to do some circular stamping. The sticky mat also has protective barriers on both sides. You can see that one side has a grid line, and you're placing that sticky right inside the platform or that base or that stage and removing both of these protective pieces of plastic. This way, the bottom will stick to the platform or the stage, and the top will hold your paper and stencils in place. If you want to protect that surface, you can replace these pieces of plastic to create a barrier from dust, or in my case, dog hair. The clear plastic rotational plate has a center guideline as well as radial guidelines. You could see that you could line up a stamp on one of those arcs and then rotate the plate and get circular stamping. The greatest thing is there's one edge that is removable so that you can either stencil or stamp off the edge. Here's the original stamp wheel in comparison to the 2.0, so you can see you get a lot more space within the sticky mat and with the base or platform. Now let's take the new Stampwheel 2.0 for a test drive. I started out by embossing an A2 piece of white cardstock in the Pumpkin Patch 3D embossing folder, and I'll place that horizontally on the Stampwheel 2.0. Now, the stencils that come with that bundle are 6x6 stencils, and so when you were working on the smaller stage, sometimes depending on how you stamped your image or how you embossed your image, you would be working at an angle that you would have to work off the platform a little bit. No longer a worry because the platform or the stage is so much bigger, but also because that right-hand side is removable. So if a piece of your stencil is kicking off the side, you can do it on that right-hand side and remove that bar so that you have a flat surface that you're working on here. So I'm adding a bunch of ink with mini and small blending brushes from Altenew. I'm creating with a real non-traditional color combination, which I absolutely love to do. Beyond stenciling, of course, you can use this new Stampwheel 2.0 for stamping. Here's some basic stamping. Of course, you can do lots more with the stamp wheel. Like I mentioned, you could do radial or circular stamping or wreath stamping very easily. And you'll see me use the Stampwheel 2.0 many more times in videos so that we can try out all those fun techniques. But basically, you can easily double, triple stamp stamp that sentiment to get it nice and crisp. Then I'll just trim down that embossed stenciled panel to 4x5 1/4 and mat it on some new Altenew cardstock, pop up that sentiment on some Altenew foam tape, and then I'm grabbing the Altenew Perfect Picker and using it to slide off some coffee break enamel dots just to add little accents to those embossed and stenciled pumpkins. I love the way that those lighter colors from that coffee break look in combination with the peaches and corals and pinks of the pumpkins. I don't know about you, but the new features of the Stampwheel 2.0 are just amazing to me. And I didn't even know that I needed them, but I really, really love having the ability to stamp outside the platform space, to have that extra space within the platform. It's just an amazing tool, and I'm super excited to be able to share it with you today. As I mentioned, this video is part of a video hop. There are giveaways to be had, so be sure to look in the YouTube description box below the video to see exactly how to enter to win. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. I don't know about you, but the new features that I wanted, one more time.